Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I have a pencil review and swatching video to do with you guys today. I think it's going to be a fun one just by judging by the box. Okay, so these are by the brand Arrtx or Arrtx. I'm not really 100% sure how you pronounce the name. 72 colors. I picked these up on AliExpress. You might be most familiar with this name when it comes to alcohol markers. At least that's what I most associate the name with. But they do make other art supplies. I ordered them according to, I'm looking at my laptop right now because I can't remember anything anymore, but I ordered them March 14th and I got them maybe like 3 weeks later, so not too bad for an AliExpress order. I've been actually, whenever I order stuff from them, from the website, it's been coming a little quicker. Like the last time I ordered the 50 macaroon set, I got them in 2 weeks. So 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks is pretty good for AliExpress. I came across these while I was shopping one day, and I'm always shopping online. I'm looking at everything all the time. AliExpress, Amazon, the most. So I was attracted to this listing basically because of the cute bunny rabbits on the box. So I was curious about it. So I checked them out. They were $30. They're still $30 now. They're $29.99 as I'm making this video for you guys. And I do think the box is actually a little bit juvenile looking for an adult. Like if their target market is adults, I don't know if this is the best kind of packaging. For me, I'm kind of a juvenile adult. I'm 45 years old and, I still love Hello Kitty and cute things like that. But I think, like, generally speaking, I don't know if this would be necessarily the best packaging for, selling adult colored pencils. But it's kind of like confusing. Like, who are you marketing these pencils to? But that's just me. I'm like kind of like a packaging princess. I'm very judgy of packaging. So let's take a look at what the box looks like. I am filming this over again. I did actually open these up already, but I had a kind of a technical difficulties in the filming of this part. So after we go over the box, we're going to go into actually opening the package. So it's going to look a little funny. But the front of the box has these really cute bunnies on it. It says Arrtx 72 colors, saturated colors, soft cores, artist quality. And then I turn over the back. Nothing too major going on back here. It just says colored pencils, 3.8 millimeter soft cores, richly saturated pigments, wide range of colors, break resistant lead, easy to blend. Numbers here on the back for the colors. And then just finally on the bottom, it has a UK wrap info and an e-commerce wrap. And then along the bottom is their social media handles down here. All right, so let's open them up. Now, in the listing, it doesn't say whether they're oil or if they're wax-based, so I don't know. The few pictures that I did see of them up on the listing, they seemed kind of like they had color names, the same color names as Prismacolor. So I was like, oh, maybe they're kind of being like, similar to Prismacolors, hopefully, because they do say they're soft and blendable. All right, I changed the angle to hopefully so we can get the whole thing in without standing it up. So the pencils are in here facing down in this kind of like almost like kind of like that plant foam, that green plant foam type of stuff. So that's really interesting. They don't seem like they're not gonna move around. Usually I don't think storing your pencils face down is like the best, but I guess since these are so secure in here, I guess it's okay. I might flip them around though. And let's see. Let's pull one out and see what they look like. Let's pick out a darker color so we can see it. It says Arrtx on the front, and then colored pencil with a little star over here in the middle. trying to get the glare so you can kind of see it, but I don't think it's gonna work. And then on the back of it has a barcode on it, which I find kind of strange because I doubt that you can get these open stock. Well, maybe you can, I don't know, but that's strange. It's called, the name is Parma Violet. I have a feeling these might be, I think these might be a knockoff of Prismacolors, if I'm totally honest with you. I think that might be what these are, which would be kind of cool if it is, because the names, like it's got 2 golds. I mean, it's got 1 gold and 1 silver, just like a Prismacolor set, a white, and these names, I think, are Prismacolor names, which the Prismacolor color names are just color names. It's not like, I often see like people talking about, oh, they copied this set's name and this set copied this set's name, but really it's just their color names, unless it's like something like a Black Widow name or something, like some kind of like fancy, like made up kind of color name. Then I can see like, oh yeah, maybe they did do a copy, but for the most part, pencil companies are just naming like their color names. Like what else are you gonna call it if it's that color, you know? But that's just my opinion. So we're gonna swatch these out. We'll do some final thoughts at the end. Maybe I'll try to do a color page. Let's see. So up next, we'll do the swatches. All right, we're all done with the swatches. These pencils actually have me quite perplexed. They have, you know, the color names seem like Prismacolor names. They were packed like Mitsubishi Uni kind of pencils upside down in the case like that. Upon laydown, they actually kind of almost felt like Holbein pencils, like maybe like a waxier version of a Holbein pencil. I'm leaning towards them being more wax. I think I like them. I do want to color a picture with them to know for sure. I ended up taking them out of this box though, because when I initially first started to, was gonna take them out to sharpen. You see how there's like 2 rows in one slot here in each of these things. Whenever I would take one out, the one behind it would kind of like, the other ones would kind of fall forward, and it was getting kind of frustrating to me. So I just took them out and I put them, I have this pencil wrap that I put them in, that I had an extra one that I had bought another time. Let's see, it's a 72 slot one. It's got cat hair on it. It's been laying around for a while. I haven't put any pencils in it, but if it's still up on Amazon for like a good deal, I'll put it in the description too. But they do look really, really pretty all laid out here in this pencil wrap. So I think I'm probably going to keep them in that. I didn't want to sharpen them up too much. They were a little bit, they feel like a little bit hard to sharpen because they were almost too big for my electric sharpener. I have a Jarlink automatic stop sharpener, which I do think I need to get a new one. I think it's kind of starting to see its last days. So, but I'm so perplexed, as I said before, about these. I don't understand what's up with this barcode over here, and I don't understand these numbers they have. Can't really see them good on the pencil actually, but if you look on the back here, they have these really long numbers like AT1033, and they're not any kind of like numerical order. And what else? Let me get a darker one to see if it'll show up better. It says ACP-001-3800, like maybe that's some sort of item number. I don't know. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe there's some kind of pencil that looks like this that I've never seen before. And then maybe they have a barcode on their pencil and they just copied it. Like, I was thinking kind of along the lines of the Holbein macaroons, how they just copied everything about the barrel of those, and they even put the light fast ratings on them. So I really don't know. That's why I find these very perplexing pencils. But if any of you guys out there, if you're familiar with any pencils that look like this, like maybe, I don't want to say that they're copying off of somebody, but usually these the pencils coming out of China are usually copying something popular. But I don't want to speculate on something that I don't know or I'm not sure about. But if you guys, any of you guys have any more info on these pencils, let me know. If anybody out there got these yet, or if you know of any pencils that they seem similar to, let me know down in the comments. They do feel like they're nice and thick. The barrel, it says 7.8 on AliExpress. So I don't know, and it doesn't tell you the kind of wood or anything about it. It actually doesn't really tell you too much in the listing to tell you. So I could write to them and I'll ask them some questions. Maybe then another time I'll do a follow-up, or maybe I'll leave like a pinned comment down below if I find any more info out on them. Some of them did seem a little bit crooked when I was sharpening them. You know how you can kind of tell when you're sharpening a pencil. Sometimes it's a little bit off kilter a little bit, but we'll see 100% after I color something with them. So far so good. I think I like them. I like the colors. They seem to have like some nice skin tone colors over here, some nice blush colors, a lot of yellows, and a good bit of greens. Usually the sets usually have like tons of greens, so it's nice to see a little bit different, a little bit more yellows. And they have yellowish gray, turquoise gray, so that's some different, a little different too. All the rest are just pretty much standard colors you see in a lot of sets. So I pulled this book out. This is one of the Korean coloring books I just got from Book Depository about a month or two ago. I did do a flip through on this. I really like the pictures in here. I think I'm gonna try and color this page with these pencils. I thought since it's not too much, it's mostly just a big face and some hair and then a little bit of flowers. I thought that would be a good test for them. And, you know, I don't like to color too many flowers and too much clothes, so this seems like a perfect picture to try and do. So I'm gonna do that, and when I come back, it'll be all done and we'll talk about them a little bit more. All right, and we're back. I did end up coloring the page I just showed you, and I actually quite like them a lot. I found them to be quite smooth. I would like to see how they would work out if I did like a layer of markers and then colored on top of them. I think that might come out really nice. I do want to try and work with them a little bit more just to get a better feel for them, but I would place them on a higher end budget pencil, in my opinion. I didn't spend too much time. I did a few layers for the skin. I just did like a really quick couple of pencil. I think I used, let's see, what did I use? Didn't write it down, but I know I used goldenrod, some dark umber, dark brown, and sepia, I think, and then black for the hair and her eyebrows. I kind of don't like how her eyelashes came out. I wish I didn't go over them so dark with the pencil, but not too bad, I guess. And her lips, I kind of was a little bit going off of this page, but I can't really, when there's another picture next to it, it kind of messes me up a little bit because I'm worried too much of trying to mimic the page. The skin, I did a combo of light peach, beige, and some burnt ochre, and I think one of these darker colors, maybe dark brown, you know, for the shading over here a little bit. And for her blush, like I was trying to mimic this kind of look over here, but, and I used this pink, blush pink, and I really liked how this peach worked out over the blush. It really kind of like warmed up her cheeks a little bit. I do kind of wish they would have put more of an ivory color or a true cream, what I think of as true cream as, and not like this really pale yellow. I know some sets will have a cream and it'll be like almost like a butter type of color, but I think the set would have been better with an actual true ivory, in my opinion, but because it's almost the same color as this light yellow, but like only like slightly lighter. But that's really the only kind of complaint I have about the color selection in here. They probably will work well if you want to do like a 3-color blends. I kind of put them in this order. They weren't in this order in the box. So I did write to the vendor on Arrtx asking them some questions about if they're wax or oil based. Hey guys, it's Crystal from the future. I was able to actually find out some additional info on these pencils right after I finished filming the video, of course, but I decided to just stick this little bit in right before the end. And the question I had asked Arrtx, well, at least the rep on Arrtx, I asked about if the pencils were oil or wax. And the response I got was, you can say it is oil-based. So I guess it's more on the oil-based side. And I asked about the barcodes on the pencil, and they say every pencil has its own barcode on the pencil body. And I asked if they were going to be available open stock, and they said yes. So that's really cool. I actually thought that was pretty surprising that they're going to be available open stock. You don't see that much with budget pencils. I think Arteza does it, but that's the only one that I can think of that's a budget brand that does open stock. And I also finally I asked if they were designed to look like another pencil set, which I didn't really expect an answer to this question, but I thought let me just throw it out there anyway. And they just directed me to their website, the Arrtx website. The answer I got was, this pencil set was designed by Arrtx, by the brand Arrtx, and this is the Arrtx official website. And they just give me the website link. And I go to the website link, and they don't have the pencils up on the website yet. So I guess they are pretty new. When I ordered them, it had only said one other person had ordered them, and now that I'm looking at the website now, it says 6 people have ordered them, and I don't see them listed. I don't see any more listings except for this one from the Arrtx storefront. If you guys have any questions, or if you have any answers for me about these pencils, I'd love to hear it. I hope everyone has a really great day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you next time.